If it pleases you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, one of Bermuda's most anticipated holidays is quickly approaching. Traditionally, the Cup Match holiday weekend provides an opportunity for the island to come together and to celebrate our heritage and just how far we've come as a people since slaves were emancipated in 1834. In addition to those 2 days of cricket to be played at the Somerset Cricket Club this year, the 4-day weekend proves several entertainment outlets for the enjoyment of thousands of residents and visitors alike. Mr. Speaker, I wish to advise this Honourable House and the public that the Bermuda Police Service has developed a robust policing plan in order to maintain the safety of revelers and spectators at the many events that will take place throughout the weekend. I have met with the Bermuda Police Service, and I can confirm that the policing plan is intelligence-led, with all the stakeholders working together to assess and mitigate the greatest areas of risk. Mr. Speaker, beginning Wednesday afternoon, the Bermuda Police Service will begin high-visibility patrols and will conduct stop and search powers. For the duration of the holiday weekend, there will be additional overnight watches of up to 50 police officers above standard levels to deal with any increases in illegal or anti-social activities. In total, there will be approximately 150 police officers deployed throughout the weekend. The men and women of the Bermuda Police Service will be bolstered by the Reserve Police and the Royal Bermuda Regiment. Mr. Speaker, at the Cup Match grounds, there will be up to 50 officers per day with a command center on site at the field. This year, for the first time, CCTV cameras will cover the grounds at the Somerset Cricket Club, with the cameras monitored by the Bermuda Police Service and the club's private security personnel. It is anticipated that this level of surveillance will allow the Bermuda Police Service to identify any areas of concern and quickly to act to avoid escalation. I am hopeful that every individual that visits the Cup Match grounds will have an enjoyable time and act responsibly in a celebratory spirit of the holiday. Mr. Speaker, honourable members will know that on the Emancipation Day, the first day of Cup Match, the match is not the only place where large crowds will gather. Horseshoe Bay will play host to one of the busiest beach days of the year. 31 police officers of the Bermuda Police Service, along with several departments of the park rangers, will be present to maintain order. I encourage beachgoers to respect the orders of the Bermuda Police Service and park rangers in the best interest of their own safety and preservation of the natural beauty of our beach for continued enjoyment by all. The effects of underage drinking remain a major concern for the weekend. Mr. Speaker, I wish to appeal to the parents and guardians of minors to do their part in preventing the consumption of alcohol by the underage. In addition, the increased risk of violent and antisocial behavior following alcohol consumption, the heat and surf at the beach make intoxication especially dangerous. I encourage all parents and guardians to talk to their children about making responsible decisions. Adults are reminded that it is against the law to provide alcohol to minors, and they are discouraged from doing so. Mr. Speaker, in order to combat drink driving, roadside sobriety checkpoints will be set up at strategic locations throughout the weekend. Over the next few days, in accordance with the Road Traffic Act, Sobriety Checkpoints Act of 2018, the location for these checkpoints will be available to the public. The public are asked to be prepared for these stops. The best way to mitigate the inconvenience of being stopped is for the public to ensure they do not drink and drive. If you are found to be under the influence and control of a vehicle, you will be arrested. On Sunday, Mr. Speaker, many boats will take to the water to close out the weekend's activities. In conjunction with the Bermuda Regiment, the Bermuda Police Service will maintain high visibility with 6 vessels on continuous patrols. Boaters are encouraged to adhere to all maritime laws and exercise courteous and responsible marine behavior. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of National Security's Coordinated Crisis Response Team will be activated for the holiday weekend. The crisis team works to restore peace in the community and to assist family members, friends, or witnesses in the immediate aftermath of a violent incident. This team has identified 4 available hubs in the western end. Agape Faith in Dockyard, Beulah Tabernacle in Somerset, the Vernal Temple AME in Southampton, and the Southampton Seventh-day Adventist Church. In the event of a major crisis, members of the crisis response team and members of each church will be available at one of these locations to lend assistance to any affected members of the public. Mr. Speaker, the Cup Match holiday is a festive period. Whichever way you choose to celebrate, the Bermuda Police Service and its partner agencies aim to ensure that the festivities remain safe and free from antisocial behavior. Ahead of the weekend's events, I wish to thank all of our enforcement and emergency agencies for their tireless work. Let us all work together to make sure that Cup Match 2018 can be remembered for all the many enjoyable experiences had and not is marred by any major disturbances or road traffic incidents. Somerset for the Cup. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.